Hey! Welcome to episode 7 of the TerraFirmaPunk series. I've come to a crushing realization about our base. It is way too small. Um, so basically the gist of everything is the base is too small. There's not enough space to do everything, especially once we start getting into machines. Like, we just don't have enough space out the back to handle machines. There's not enough room inside of the house to store even everything that we have right now. I'm throwing chests and barrels everywhere where they're not supposed to be. There's chests all the way out here. The wood storage is basically full with pine logs, willow logs, and oak logs. Like, it's really filling up. I stacked the pine logs all the way up to here, and then I had to continue stacking pine logs out here. So, like, we don't have enough room to store everything that we need. We have been working on, or I have been working on between episodes, getting a ton of charcoal. So we have the one coke oven here. I put 2 more coke ovens over there down by the tree farm. I've been chopping down tons of trees. I missed some leaves there. I've been trying to get things set up though, so that we can work on basically rebuilding the base, because it just needs to be bigger. I get this. That is not going to work. There we go. The base is just too small though. That looks ugly. So we need to basically rebuild the base. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that house. It's probably just going to go. We have like more wood types we can use now too. So I'm not limited to just pine for everything. We also have access to more rocks too, so I can get a little bit more creative than just the basalt everywhere. And then I can do better hiding the jack-o'-lanterns everywhere. We also need more room for chickens. This is basically an emergency food source and a feather production area for arrows. We also need to get sheep and cows, at least. I might get pigs too, I'm not exactly sure. But basically the whole house is too small. Also, these are all of our ingots so far. We have 1, 2, and so 2 stacks and 54 copper ingots, 56 zinc ingots, 1 bismuth ingot, 49 bismuth bronze ingots, and 1 wrought iron ingot. I haven't completely done all of the wrought iron. We still have a bunch left here to smelt. I just didn't want to like do too much stuff here before I started just like tearing the whole base down and building and like leveling the entire landscape. Which I do not plan to level the entire landscape. I just needed to clear some space out to see like where I wanted to put the base. Because like I'm definitely going to be shaving off some of this hill and then building up other areas. I do like the 2-block high wall. I want to keep that going all the way around. But there's a lot of areas where it gets to like several blocks tall, much taller than 2 blocks. And that's just too high for the wall to be. Also, I'm not particularly pleased with this smelting arrangement. Our agriculture skill is expert now. So we can see the nutrient levels of the farmland, which is pretty cool. So the red is nutrient A, I think, because it's red, and then that's red. And then there's orange for nutrient B, and then yellow for nutrient C. So apparently it doesn't matter what tier hoe you have, your agriculture skill just needs to be expert. So you can see here, some of this field is depleted in nutrient B because this is where we planted the sugarcane. So over time the nutrient levels will refill, but over here these few spots didn't have sugarcane, so they have nutrient B. So nutrient B we can't plant. We can plant nutrient A. So we can do wheat, oat, and rye. This one has all of them, so we'll just continue the grains down to here. Next, let's get some of these nutrient B crops down. This field can have anything. And then carrots need nutrient C, and the jute need nutrient B. So let's just do carrots here. And then we can pop the jute in this field. Now we have a field of willow. Also, we have a greater reward bag. Nice. I definitely needed that. Wrong one. Also, another thing that happened between episodes is that I may or may not have been killed once or twice. So we have like, here, I'm looking in the wrong spot. We have 5 lives remaining, which is certainly a little bit suboptimal. The good news is that we can make 1 extra life here. To bring us up to 6, but I really have to try and not die this episode. So we're gonna see how that goes. Yeah, I'm gonna make another bloomery. I'm gonna try to get more iron and more hoppers. Ooh. I feel kind of bad. Do we keep a pet spider? It spontaneously died. There was nothing I could do. And there's our second bloomery. We can just go ahead and pop that there. This one's done. And then we can go ahead and start 2 blooms at once. So I think we should go mining for that cassiterite that we found last episode. It's about 4,800 blocks away, so it's a pretty far distance. But then there's also a cinnabar deposit that's 400 blocks away right down here. I think what we should do is we should grab some of the cinnabar, and then we can come all the way up here and grab the cassiterite. But then once we have the cassiterite, we can make bronze. And then we can start getting into some more automated systems with the cinnabar, because the cinnabar makes redstone. But once we have the cassiterite, we can make bronze, which is going to be really cool. Can you make fancy lanterns? Oh, you can make fancy lanterns. I didn't realize that. Okay, we're making some fancy lanterns. The part of the reason we need the bronze is we only have the one bismuth ingot. And I'd like to have 3 bloomeries at least. I'll probably just make a 4th. Once we like build the bigger, better base. Because it'll be better to have more iron production capacity than less. And then we're also gonna have to get into steel so we can start getting into some machines. Because immersive engineering is in this mod, so we have like access to the crusher and all kinds of that. But a bunch of that is like tons of wrought iron, and then there's electrum. So it's a lot of iron, and then there's also some steel here somewhere. Yeah, steel right here. And to make steel, we need to use the kaolinite and graphite to make fire clay. It's like a multi-block, kind of like the Bloomery here. Similar to that. Oop. Steel. Not that one. Where's the TerraFirmaPunk steel? Right here. So, high carbon stealing pig iron. I think pig iron is what we actually get. Yeah, you basically chuck iron into a blast furnace. The multi-block from TerraFirmaPunk, and then that'll make pig iron, and you can refine that on the anvil into actual steel. But we need a lot of iron and a lot of steel for where we're going. I totally forgot we found the cinnabar underneath that old copper mine from the start of the series. I just thought this was kind of funny, and I would share it with y'all. But yeah, this was the copper vein, I think, that we found at the start of the series. I think we got most of it. But this was before any giant's picks or anything. This was like our first pickaxe mining out the spot. Anyways, I just thought that was kind of cool and I would share it with y'all. We appear to have reached an impasse here. This guy doesn't want me destroying his mountain. And if you look at my health bar, he already hit me once and he dealt a lot of damage. Let's see if I can get him this way. Yeah, I don't see anything about reach there. If I leave you there, will you let me go over there and continue destroying your mountain? I'm going to take that for a head shake yes. Okay, yeah, definitely yes. I have a slight feeling that that troll, would be really mad if he could see this right now. So this right here where I'm standing used to be the mountain. It's completely gone now. But the copper was actually down there, and I think the cinnabar is underneath the copper down there. So he gave me permission to do it though. My hands are clean. Oh, I figured out why the cinnabar was so hard to locate. It's literally mixed in with the copper vein. This copper vein is a lot bigger than I thought was left here. From when we went mining, because most of it wasn't actually in that mountain there. Like we were all over here, and we were down there, and we were like right here where I'm standing. So we were right next to the giant amount of the copper vein. It would have been so easy to get at the start of the game. I think that's kind of funny. Anyways, I'll finish mining this thing up, and then meet y'all back at the base when I, empty this out. Or I'll give y'all an update after I mine it, one of the two. Are you guys ready to see something really awesome? Check this out. I haven't been mining the ore up, just because I want to see what it'll look like and like how big it all is. So there's like the copper, right? And then there's the cinnabar mixed in it. And then there's all of that cinnabar just going straight down. I had to run back to base actually and grab all of the rest of our Giants picks, and I used all of them up, and we're still not at the bottom of the cinnabar vein. It's really far down there. I need to run back to base and drop off the andesite I've been picking up too. And we need to get more Giants picks. I just thought I would show you all this, because like I've never seen a vein that's this big before. It goes all the way down there. It's pretty thick too. I think it might be petering out, but I also thought it was petering out before, just underneath the copper vein, and I was about to just stop mining for it. Where's a good angle? Here's a good angle. You see, like, there's the break right there where there's not really a lot of cinnabar going down. I thought it was totally at the end when we reached the bottom of the copper vein. And then I mined down like one extra block just to be safe, and there was a lot of extra cinnabar. Dude, I thought I was down here at the bottom. You know, finally done at Y112. I think we started like Y70. So we're down like 50 blocks so far. No. There's definitely another chunk of this stuff. Oh, also I got a bunch of Giants picks. I'm going to take a nap real quick. I have no idea what this is going to be. I kind of hope it doesn't kill me. We are now at Y104, so we're down a couple more layers. I'm going to guess this is some kind of dungeon. I don't know how much farther down this cinnabar is going to go, though. We're, like, probably getting close to the third tier of stone. And then below that will be bedrock. Yeah, like, it just keeps going. Anyways, let's see what this is. This definitely is going to be a dungeon. Yeah. Oh wait, you know what this might be? There's this right here, which is like those Tinkers, no, not Tinkers. Twilight Forest, the goblin tower things. That's one of the goblin towers. I wonder if this is part of the goblin tower. It looks like it might be. I think I'm going to just close it up, though. And we're going to come back when we have armor. Like real armor. So that we don't, like, get killed in 3 hits from something. I really wasn't thinking about how I'm going to mine all of this, was I? I'm kind of, like, sitting up in the air with a ton of falls that will definitely kill me. There goes my bed. Yeah, this might be, well no, it's not even a might. It is super dangerous to mine this. Especially because I don't have a lot of durability left on my axe, and I kind of did not bring any wood with me. This is definitely the deepest hole I've ever dug in this TerraFirmaCraft, though. Actually, I should not be standing so close to the edge. Especially because trolls can spawn. Oh wait, my bed despawned. That kind of sucks. But anyway, this is... I'm gonna need another chest. This is the Grand Hall of the Copper and Cinnabar from that one mining thing. And we definitely lost some of the Cinnabar. And copper to the item despawn timer. Grab the X. I did chuck out all of the smaller gemstones just because they were taking up the entirety of the chest. So we just have the regular, flawless, and exquisite variants in here. Those are the 3 highest tiers, and those are the only ones that are really usable. And then you can also break these down into these ones if we ever need these, like, specific small versions. I need to go and get well, if I'm going 5,000 blocks out, I should definitely bring more giant's picks. And I should bring some more vessels, too. I think I waited too long to harvest my crops here. Oh, everything is gone. Let me save the jute first. Dang it! That's fine, I didn't really want any of these crops anyway. I was just testing the nutrient levels. I didn't even like any of these crops. Well, we got one successful plant out of that entire planting. Well, no, I guess that's kind of a lie. We did get the onions and carrots out of it, and the soybeans. But all of the soybeans are probably rotten by now. So I just finished mining out all the cassiterite from that vein. There's like traces in a couple spots, which means there's like a couple or so cassiterite still somewhere. But it wasn't very much anyway, and it's poor cassiterite. What I think happened is that the cassiterite vein intersected with the schist up there, and cassiterite doesn't spawn in schist, it can spawn in granite though. So basically we don't have any cassiterite beyond this. This is all the cassiterite that we have. So less than 64 the poor stuff. Actually less than 64 total. Including the small little things on the surface. It's a little disappointing, but we can make at least some stuff with this. We can definitely get the anvil done, and then we can melt the anvil down back to get 14 more ingots. So, overall, it's not so bad. Waited too long again. So the final count after all that is 8 tin ingots. That's a little bit disappointing. And then we can... 4 quests. Oh, that's a lot. Grab clay. Bones are more valuable. I think flint. Cool. Oh, we have the sharpshooter unlocked. We're not getting into there. The blacksmith right here. We need to make all these bronze stuff. I'm gonna make the bronze anvil first, though. And then it'll want us to get into armor, too. I don't know if we have enough tin right here to complete all that. But I did find a couple more tin deposits. That we can go and mine later to complete the quests. I also grabbed some schist, which I think we're going to use schist as one of the rocks in the upgraded and expanded house. So if I grab 1 tin ingot, how much can we get? Because bronze right here, it can be up to, or as little as 8% tin, so I think we're going to shoot for maximum copper to tin. Here's an anvil. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff done. Okay. We're just going to do the bronze stuff today. That involves picking up the anvil and melting it back down. Here we are, a bunch of tools. I need to put sticks on them real quick. Just to complete the quest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah! Not what I wanted. 8, 9, 10. Ah! Need that one. 11. We got a... That was loud. We got a hoe, or no, not a hoe, a pickaxe earlier from the zombie drop. Which is why we don't need to make the pickaxe. Oh wow, that's a lot. Okay. It wants gabbro blocks specifically. That's silly. Anyways, to get into bronze armor, we need a lot more bronze. The helmet is 2 sheets by itself. The boots are also 2 sheets. Pants are 3 sheets, and then a chest plate is 4 sheets. So 6 ingots is not going to get us armor. We did complete all this though, so we can get the armor quest done. And then I'm going to be done with the forge for the episode, and we can maybe start laying out the house. But I haven't started editing the video yet, but I think the episode's going to be really long. Oh, my math was exactly right. Look at that. Look at that. 8% tin and 25 ingots. So to get the armor here, it's basically just a bunch of plates. So I went ahead and I made all of the plates and the double sheets, like before we need them. So I think we're gonna make the helmet and the boots first. Each of those are just 2 of these regular size sheets. Alright, so we're going to make the helmet first. So it's hit, bend, bend. Or no, bend, bend, hit. Oh, that's too far already. Bend, bend, hit. Bend, bend, hit. There we go. And then we can take this and turn it into boots. Shrink, bend, bend. Shrink, bend, bend. Oh, that was so close. Shrink. No, not enough. Shrink, bend. Not enough. Shrink, bend, bend. Shrink, bend, bend. So that's too much. Ah, it's too cold. Oh, I'm about to melt everything. So we take the helmet and the sheet and we weld them together. And we turn it into a helmet. So bend, bend, hit. Bend, bend, bend. Hit. Ah. Bend, bend, hit. Not quite. Bend, bend. That was not good. Hit, hit, bend, bend. Bend, bend, hit. Ah! Bend, bend, bend. Ah, why did it lag? Bend, bend. Hit, bend. Oh, too much. Bend, bend, bend. Hit. Ah, there we go. 14.4%. I wouldn't have given myself that much. Oh, I used the sheet I was already working. If I put the hot helmet on, does it set me on fire? Oh, interesting. Turn this into boots, right? Because we already have a helmet. So shrink, bend, bend. This shrink. No, too much. Shrink. Shrink, bend, bend. Oh, we got it. Can we get this real quick? No. Take those 2 out, put those 2 back in. So now we need to work the boots. Shrink, bend, bend. Not really. Shrink, bend, bend. Shrink, bend, bend. Shrink. Ah! Shrink, bend, bend. Shrink, not enough. Shrink, bend, bend. Shrink, bend, bend. Shrink, bend, bend. Okay, so it's not going enough. We can double punch, hit, punch. So draw, hit, Here, shrink, bend, bend. There we go. 16.2, we did better. Oh, did I melt stuff? No, I almost melted stuff. Okay, alright, don't melt. This is for the chest plate. Chest plate. Upset, hit, hit. Set, hit, hit. There we go. Make sure we don't melt that. This has to be reheated slightly. Restart. I'm just gonna take these out as well. Weld. So now we have an unfinished bronze chest plate. We gotta finish it. So upset, hit, hit. Upset, upset. Ooh, not quite. Upset, upset. Hit, hit. Ah. Upset, upset. Hit, hit. There we go. 17.8. That's pretty good. So now we turn this into leggings. Hit, draw, bend. Hit. Oh wait, no, because draw is shrink. Or this one. So draw, bend. Not quite. I appear to be getting better at this as I go on. Alright, hit, draw, bend. How am I going that way? Hit, draw, not quite. Hit, draw, not quite again. Ah, I'm going the wrong way. Hit, draw, bend. Close. Hit, draw, bend. Hit. Ah, no! I'm doing it the wrong way. Okay, I guess when it said any, it could have actually been any. Usually stuff has to be in a specific order. Has it been saying that on all the armors? So now we weld these, and we make the last pair of leggings. Okay, so it just has to be in any order. I guess. Not quite. It's this, this. Just kept pushing, I think. No, we're slowly losing out. So we want to be on this side. Hit, draw. Oh wait, no. Hit, draw, bend. There we go. 19.9, that's our highest yet. Awesome. I'm done with the forge for today. We have a pretty good stack of ingots too. We still have just one bismuth. We have 17 bismuth bronze, 5 tin, 9 bronze, 47 wrought iron, 2 stacks and 44 copper, and 56 zinc. And this is everything cooked down. We only have the cinnabar, halonite, and graphite left as ores. And I have a couple of magnetite to make compasses, technically. But it's like the little tiny 10-piece magnetite. We should probably go ahead and claim the quests, and then this episode is going to be very long if I don't end it now. So we'll have to do the house upgrade planning next episode. Now we go through and claim all these rewards. Oh wait, which one did I need for this one? I need Gabbro. Do I get Gab? No, I don't. I'm gonna take a bronze ingot. Oh, we are taking soul sand. I can't get that any other way. I got soul sand, right? Yeah. We'll take the enchanted book. Enchanted book. Enchanted book. Which one's best out of these? Melon seeds. Melon seeds. So it'll be the regular Minecraft melon seeds. Are like the regular melons going to be better? Can I make a slime ball? Propolis and pollen. Okay, yeah, so I can just make a slime ball with forestry. And I can just make it with extra bees. So, slime ball's not worth it. What about fertilizer? Fertilizer is worthless. Alright, I think we're gonna go for the melon seeds then. I'm gonna go for the scythe. We don't have chestnut logs. Yeah, we don't have chestnut logs, so I'm gonna go for those. Coal, maybe? Redstone torch, emblem, creosote can, paper. Oh wait, I can just check the recipes immediately. So, we can do that. Or, yeah, we cannot craft the emblem. Creosote, or what about a can? It's just tin. I'm clicking all the wrong stuff. Oh wait, we can just use the regular TerraFirmaPunk tin too. And paper. So what do emblems get used for? Emblem uses. I've never done anything with railcraft. Are emblems useful? Because, like, I can make redstone torches, so I'm just gonna pick the emblems, because I can't make those. The whale bones, because those you get the most bones out of, and you can make everything else many times over. I'll grab coal. Or, no, I'll grab borax. I don't have borax yet. We're gonna grab coal. We're gonna grab the enchanted book. And that is everything. It all fits in the inventory. I think we can finally retire our cruddy gear. And we can be pretty snazzy in this bronze armor here. It's not the most flattering look, but I think it'll do. We should also go ahead and pop all of these reward bags open. I make one more heart. I'm one meef short. Nice. I think there's a couple of bags up here. Yeah, okay, so we'll pop all of these reward bags and take any hearts. Lead, copper, just a little bit of food. These are good bags. That's actually good. Silver's good, I don't have any of that. 2 reward bags from out of that. We were making a mess on the floor. Alright, what is this one? Oh, this is a legendary bag. Okay, we'll save this one for last. I think greater comes before epic. That actually looks pretty good. Epic. Okay. And then a single legendary bag. This one's awesome. These brass pistons are annoying to make, and I don't have a single ender pearl yet. We only have 3 hearts though. So we're up to double-digit lives again. That's good. I really need to fix this storage system. It is a mess. I should not be putting tool heads in there. I think that is going to do it for this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed. This episode's definitely going to be a little long. I haven't started editing it yet. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. See ya.